Good morning everyone. We're here today to talk about honeybees. So we're going to have a look. How do you tell whether it's a honeybee or not? Number one is a bumblebee. They're slightly bigger, rounder, fluffier. Number two is a wasp. They have no hairs, they're quite shiny and yellow and black. Number three is a honeybee. You can see it's quite hairy. That's so it picks up pollen when it goes to visit the flowers. And it's got its long tongue, a proboscis, which they use to collect the honey from the flowers. Here we are is a bigger, more detailed picture of a honeybee. You can see the antennae and the big eyes at the front on its head, and its proboscis, its tongue. The thorax is its chest, and it's got 6 legs. The hind leg has got a pollen basket on it, which it uses to collect the pollen to take back to feed to its babies. The abdomen at the back, and it has 4 wings which hook together, and so they look like 2. Here's a honeybee's nest. The colony of bees live in a hive, and there are about 60,000 bees in a hive. There are 3 types of honeybees. Can you name them? Do you know what they are? The most plentiful is the worker bees. These are females that are sterile. They don't lay any eggs, they just do all the work in the hive, feeding the babies, making the comb, collecting nectar and pollen, and looking after the queen. The next one is the drones. They're the male bees. They don't do anything in the hive. They're only there to mate with the queens, the new queens, the young queens. And the last one, there's only one in each hive, which is a queen bee. She lays all the eggs and is the mother of all the bees in the beehive. Here we are, we've got a picture of workers and drones. You can see the drone is quite a bit bigger. He's got big eyes so he can see the young queens when he is looking for them. And the workers, they're doing the jobs in the hive. Here we have the queen bee. You can see her abdomen is quite a bit bigger than the abdomen of the workers. That's because it's full of eggs. At this time of the year she lays about 1,000 to 1,500 eggs every day, more than her own body weight. Here we go, here we are. Here we can see pollen in the hive, nectar which is turning into honey, and larvae, which are the baby bees. The queen lays an egg, and 3 days later the egg hatches and becomes a larvae, and it's tiny little larvae, and the worker bees feed her and turn her into a fully sized bee. After about a week they seal the top, and we can see in this picture the biscuity coloured caps on the honeycomb on the cells. Right, here we are. What do bees make? They collect nectar from the flowers and turn it into honey. They do this by adding enzymes to the nectar and evaporating water from it. Bees also make beeswax. The The beeswax is made on 6 little glands on the underside of the bee's chest. These little flakes of wax get chewed up and turned into honeycomb. Propolis is collected from trees. It's a sticky glue substance. The bees use it as a glue, and they use it to secure everything together in the hive. It's also a sterilizer. They use it inside the little cells to sterilize them before the queen lays an egg. They also make royal jelly. This is to feed the babies. For the workers, the royal jelly is fed to them for 3 days, and then they're fed honey and pollen mixture. We call that bee bread. The queen bees are fed royal jelly throughout their larval stage, and that allows them to develop their ovaries, and they make them bigger and stronger. Here we're looking into the cells, which are filled with honey, and the bees are now sealing them up, ready for the winter stores, so they can get something to eat in the winter time when there are no flowers. Here is a beekeeper collecting honey so he can put it into jars so we can have a little bit of the fruit of the labour of the bees. Here we are. How can you help your bees at home? Don't spray pesticides. Plant flowers. Plant bee-friendly flowers. Create a bee house. A bee house is for solitary bees. These are bees that just the queen lays a few eggs, and they live on their own. They're not like honeybees, which are lots of them in the one nest. Here is a nest site, and there's a bee bath. Right, what have we got here? Who's ready to try some honey now? Okay, I hope you've enjoyed this little chat. Take care. Bye-bye.